Oh dear, this poem really gets me. It gets me so bad. Have you ever had this kind of experience that you dreamed your beloved family member who died recently or a long time ago? Then you woke up and found a patch of your pillow get wet. This is exactly what this poem is about. This poem was written 950 years ago and dedicated to the poet's late wife that he'd missed so much. I was reading this poem in his biography while traveling in Huizhou, Guangdong province, where he happened to spend 3 years of tough life here. I will display the poem on the screen in traditional Chinese with English subtitle. But before that, I'd like to tell you a bit about this man and the backdrop of the poem. So, who is this person? His name is Su Shi, but his another name is far more popular. That is Su Dongpo. He was born nearly 1,000 years ago in Song Dynasty. At age 19, he married a girl from near his hometown in Sichuan province. The newly married couple were like two loving birds. Every morning, the bride would sit at the dressing table by the window. As she's doing her makeup, she'd look through the window at Su Dongpo, who's already sat in the study room next to the bedroom, reading and writing, prepare for the upcoming big national exams. Su Dongpo felt the loving stare, raised his head, and smiled back to her. Before long, Su Dongpo set out to the capital in the north, which is Kaifeng City today, close to Beijing and 1,000 miles from his hometown in Sichuan. He took the imperial examination there and scored the highest point as never before. The emperor was so delighted that he told the mother queen, "This young man is our potential 宰相," which is equivalent to the prime minister today. Excelling in the test was Su Dongpo's ticket to the journey to serve his country at state government level. The rising political star was assigned an important position close to the central power. His wife moved thousands of miles north to live with him and give him a son soon. She took good care of the whole family and understood Su Dongpo very well. Often, she would remind him not to be too outspoken or direct, because that would bring him a lot of troubles. Unfortunately, she passed away quite young. Her sudden death devastated Su Dongpo. And what's more, his statesman career went down almost at the same time, as his open criticism of central government's heavy tax on the people, especially peasants, and his unwillingness to take sides in political infighting. He'd been pushed further and further away from the state bureaucracy. His life became tough and even adrift to some extent. Every 3 years, he held a post in a different region, farther and farther away from the capital city, with less and less significance. In a sense, he had been constantly in exile. Huizhou is one of the places he was expelled to. Huizhou is 1,000 miles away from the capital city and from his hometown where his wife was buried. It's hot, wet, and humid. lots of mosquitoes and other poison insects, and the plagues spread from time to time. Actually, I was in Huizhou for 3 months in the spring. It had been raining 2.5. So, being posted here was like a severe punishment. The West Lake, Dongpo's favorite side to go then. Sometimes he missed his wife so badly and felt so lonely. Sometimes he would take a boat floating on the lake and got himself drunk. During those years, his political ambition diminished, but his achievement in literature reached above all his peers. He wrote hundreds of poems that have been read and admired by all the people, from the emperor to housewives, in his town and beyond. This particular poem I'm going to show has been his most popular and beloved piece. Of course, I knew it from when I was very young, but only after I got old, then reread it, I felt his deep love to his wife and the profound sadness and loneliness after her departure. One night, 10 years after her death, he dreamed of her. He woke up and immediately wrote down this masterpiece.